One of the engineers in the repair shop has a query regarding fix number 7. To get the information he needs to proceed with the repair, he wants to contact the customer. In order to do this, we will use the field fix number and we will use the criteria 7 so we can find out who that contact is. To start the query, we will change the ribbon. I'll take the mouse across to the Create tab and click into the Create tab. That will bring me into my Create ribbon. I'm then going to go across to the Query Design and I'm going to click into that, and I'm actually going to design my query. Immediately it will take up the table Central Office. That's where we store all of our information. As said before, a database may have more than one table. In this case, it only has one table called Central Office, so I will add it in. I no longer need the Show Table dialog box, so I will close that down. Then I need to think what I want this query to do. And what I want this query to do is to find the contact name for the fix number 7. So I'm going to use my 3-step process and I'm going to begin with the fix number. So if I click into the fix number, it becomes selected. And if I click and hold down the mouse and drag that into the first field, I have then set the first field for fix number. Therefore, I have chosen the correct field. The second step then is to put in the criteria, and the criteria was to find fix number 7. So I click into the criteria box and I'll type in 7. This has now completed the query section, and the final step is then to show the fields that I'm interested in the query. So for example, I needed to know the name of the technician that actually comes from that school. So what I want to do then is to slide back up and select the field name. And I'm going to click on the name and bring it in to the second field area. A little tick box has come up here and that lets me know that I want to show. So I want to show that field name so I can find out the name of the technician. I'm also going to take in the name of the premises because that tells me the school that the person works in. So if I take a look now, I've got my fix number, which is the field I needed to do the query in. I've got 7, which is the query that I'm interested in. And then I've got the name and the name of the premises. Once I'm happy, what I do then is I then run that query. So I take my mouse back up into the ribbon and I click for run. And that will now tell me that the fix number 7 is Sam Waters as the technician and he comes from Andrews High School. At the moment this query isn't saved and we can tell that from the query name that comes up here. It tells me it's query 1. It's always important to save your queries as you go along, and there are different ways to do this. One of the easiest ways is to take your mouse up where you can see query 1 and right click with your mouse. Then if you slide down to where it says save, it will bring up that familiar save dialog box and then we can put in the information. So this was fix number and it was fix number 7. If it is a one-off query that you're doing, you don't need to save that query. When we're happy, we can actually hit the X button and that will close the query back down again and it will bring it back into our object area. So here again, we can see our table and underneath that, I can see the fix number 7 that we've just created and other queries that have been created as part of this database. If I wanted to rerun my fix number 7, I simply take the mouse and I double click as if it was a table and it will bring me back into the query for fix number 7, Sam Waters, Andrews High School.